सिबलिंग्स कैसे होते हैं मेरे नहीं बहन का नाम निशिका हाँ थोड़ा प्रीति निशिका आई के मेरी कजिन का
अरे मेरी छोटी कजिन है इसके स्कूल में पढ़ती है।
अभी कौन सी क्लास में है?
मेरे को डिवीजन से पता है, इतना पता है
थर्ड स्टैंडर्ड में कोई नहीं स्कैवेंजर हंट हर एक हर क्लास में बोले does anyone know वेदांत कदम नहीं पूछूंगी भाई इसका नाम सुन के सीधे मुंह छुपा रही किसका नाम है मैं जानती क्यूट है तेरी बहन ने से देखा था तेरे को छोड़ने आई थी हाँ कार में थी लेने या छोड़ने आई थी बहुत क्यूट थी
अरे वो तो बहुत छोटी
हाँ
वो भी मामा की उसकी बड़ी है दोनों भी आए हैं
कौन से क्लास में है लास्ट ईयर तक थे ना बस पढ़ेंगे होंगी ना बाद में मैं क्या करूंगी तो तेरा फोन ये ऐसी डायरेक्ट आ गई मैं तो बोलने नहीं बात नहीं जा मैं बोलने नहीं चाहिए तेरा नहीं ले लिया ना तेरी क्लास ले लिया
मेरे
हो सकता है
मेरी सभी में
ये
क्या बात करती है पापा का शेर नहीं तेरे जेनेटिक्स की तरफ बहुत गलत डोमिनेट मेरे पापा को सब नोटिस मैं अंदर 5 कमरे व्हाइट लोगों को ब्लैक रहते हैं ब्लैक लोगों को ब्लैक ही रहते हैं आप बोल रहे नहीं व्हाइट लोगों को ब्लैक ही क्या सोच रही है जी अरे गाड़ी भाई गाड़ी
क्या बात है
जीव रहते का मैं कुछ नहीं दूर जा हाँ ठीक है जा हाँ ठीक है भाई जा रही हूँ मैं जा रही हूँ ना टक्कर देने की जरूरत नहीं है साथ तो नहीं भाई मेरे अरे ना उसका भी ब्लैक मैं गरीब है क्या गरीब है क्या मैं ये गरीब है ना चल आईफोन है तेरे पास तो गरीब आईफोन का किस के पास होगा अरे यार ये मेरे पास सभी नहीं ब्रो टिकट है लेते प्लीज बोल प्लीज मैं क्यों जूस पिला दो मैं जूस पिला ₹1 का प्लीज बोल जूस पिला दो
तो पल ने थोड़ा ज्यादा ही सीक्रेट बता दिया तेरे बारे में
पल कौन
बड़ी ले तूने उसको कल क्या दिखाया
मैंने 1 मिनट में क्या दिखाया क्या दिखाया ये
बड़ी से
सुनाई दे रहा डोंट बी
जैसे मेरे को भी एक जन ने बोला था इन दोनों के बीच में क्या क्या फोटो स्क्रीनशॉट था
so see अगर वो है तो मेरे को भी I'm interested
बोल पे नहीं
रिप्लाई
में दिखाया नहीं वो
बोला
नहीं मैं तो नहीं बोला है क्लास चालू है
28 को है वो लेट आती है जॉली आई
सही है ये
वो लोग भी आए आजा बैठ आजा बैठ नहीं मैं आज सैटरडे भी कुछ बोलती है झगड़ा हो गया उसका पोपटी से झगड़ा हो गया मैं ये फेंक के मारूंगी सीरियसली इसको कौन ले लिया बे अबे 4 मिनट बाद ले लेंगे
बिग बॉस चल टाइम के पास Your mommy and papa is Manchester.
तो पागल पीछे क्यों बैठ रही है? आगे हो गया इसका। क्या थोड़ा? भाई जी की एक्टिंग ने मेरे दर्द कर दिया भाई। कितने बजे तक का लेक्चर? कितने बजे तक का? 3:15 से 4:15 आंखें दुख रही है मेरी। उसने कैसे पढ़ाया? जॉली ने पढ़ाया देखो। बहुत अच्छा पढ़ाती है। भाई कर ले फोन में सेटिंग। अभी आएंगे फोन दे देते हैं।
एग्जाम खुला है दोनों को भी। नहीं मतलब फोन रखेंगे।
तेरा नहीं चलाएंगे।
फोन रखेंगे।
जाएंगे। जा why are you so dramatic about it? As if it's life change. अरे तुझे फोन लिया?
अबे बस फोन रखने जाओ कुछ नहीं।
Warish R in what the CBSE building is cute. पटोए मेरे भी पे क्यों क्या तेजस पटोए देखा उसका तेजस पटोए मेरे को तो नहीं लगता है पटोए होगा तो लगते हैं
चल
भाई ये तो ऐसा होता था
हेड शायद तो तू जीता।
अभी ये तेरी स्कूल का स्पेलिंग नहीं आता क्या तेरे स्कूल का? ये पीछे डबल ई हमारे डायरेक्टर डायरेक्टर का नाम अजीब है। ये बराबर नहीं है। ये तुम लोग हमेशा फोन रखो और हम देख। ये बोल के फोन नहीं लाया है।
चल अब यहाँ यार अगर स्कूल में कभी फोन मत करना।
हाँ तुम लोग अलाउड था। हाँ इनको चाहिए है। हम लोग को बस 11 पर था इसको।
हम पर हमें सबमिट करना।
हाँ भाई 11 पर था तो सबमिट करना बट हमको अलाउड ब्रेकेट है क्यों नहीं?
नहीं अबे टीचर सीधा प्रिंसिपल के कैबिन में जाता था। इतना ठंडा करके देती थी वो फोन।
ठंडा?
हाँ जैसे बाद में पकड़ेगा ना ऐसे तो पानी छूट जाता था भाई फोन पे।
What is she?
एसी का
एक चीज है पानी सलवार पे तलवार।
अबे वो फोन बहुत खराब है।
तुझको नहीं छोड़ूंगी वो तो देख ले। उसको नहीं छोड़ूंगी वो देख ले। वो एक नंबर पे देख मेरे पास और भी सीख के और सीख के अबे क्या वो
ये भी नहीं
तो लगा तो बहुत स्टूपिड लगेगा। उनसे कलाकारी करके दिखा रहे तो सीख के
अभी ये जर्सी लेने में ना 100 बार चले जाएगा।
बस अरे ये दूसरा है कितना चल
अबे जॉली में उससे भी नीचे है वो ब्लर वजह से।
We had our function exams. Yes, that is why you just tell me how much is over. That is, I think, very easy paper. I got it. We had our exams. Completed? Yeah, it was pretty easy except for the map work. These 3 map works were pretty difficult. I did the history ka map work. It was very easy. They just asked for Madras and Calcutta. The rest of the paper is splendid. Now you just tell bring culture how to discuss.
मैं पेज लो मैं आगे वाला पेज आएगा। हाँ एक मिनट
हमारी इतनी गंदी क्वालिटी का पेपर है ना हमें वो 77 out of 18 SST
Today it was PDF.
शाइनी किया
Today it was PDF.
This boy only got 77.
SST topper. IST 79.
अरे
एक साथ तीन प्रोसेस करके बोलते हैं
मैंने दिल्ली मुंबई
No, 76.
तो फिर
मेरा एक मार्क कम कर दिया अरे
You can ask.
और आई रीजन वाला खराब
Okay.
Now,
anyhow, I will ask. Bhavya, I will ask. That is slowing, no?
Yes. I have not messaged it yet. अरे अभी बोल देता हूँ चलो. You can call to my box.
we only had one question from industrialization of history.
That is
Not in the syllabus, but just for the internal exams. It was explain the role of Gumasta, the university supervisor. It was pretty easy. Love Kumar pen.
What about
Sara, she's not from our school. She she has classes. She has maths and science tuition for the same time. Now she are able
I will show you this thing. It was quite.
Oh, nice.
In PT1 I scored 37.
Out of 40.
एक असम से
Let me see. Why I am not believing? Because of your handwriting, your writing. That is why I am
वो से
not
ड्यूटी के लिए
believing.
वो से ड्यूटी के लिए
Duty के लिए.
हाँ
Your paper you used to give nicely your school paper.
as well when we get our papers
Yes,
what's
I want.
भूल जाएगा बाद में.
No, then I will tell the recommended.
क्या बोल
Not that afterwards also I told. I think almost.
No, I did not see any lectures after this. This is how much.
No, some parts still when I explain today. Okay. Children, women and God we have studied or not? Children, women and workers.
Actually,
Reading.
no, 2 times we have done.
We started.
See, we did tremble therefore tyrants of the world because we had to that tremble on them.
Yes.
Yeah, children, women, and working children. Because therefore tyrant to the
I have folded and
Why are you sitting here? Not sitting here.
every day I have to complete and the other thing also I have to take because we have taken more periods here. More lectures for this lesson.
But we have still a lot remaining.
Yes, it is, but they are not right. They are telling that the 7 hours already over, and then how many more hours? That is what. Because for every lesson we are allotting a certain number of hours. Okay, listen. Children, women, and this workers, we have to start. Okay. See, print culture.
Print culture.
Ma'am, I think we've done it. You have given us the points. Children's press, grim brothers. Then we have to start with further innovation.
That also I think the cylindrical press and all. You just check.
We had seen a video for the press, but I don't think we started.
Okay, please. We know that in which year that machine, that is mechanical printing machine invented? Which year? 14. You tell me 1448 first Gutenberg press was
1448.
Ma'am, please switch off that fan and please on this.
On this. Switch on.
Ma'am, that light is not working. Yeah, it do like this. It's cheap. We don't. Nilesh, match me
Now, afterwards, listen here. What all innovations are made in the printing press? Because they have to speed up that printing activity because of the demand. When more demands are there, more type of changes have to be introduced. That is what come in that innovations. Okay, which are the new innovations?
I was saying that print culture.
No.
Number.
What are the innovations? The first one is that power driven. You just write it. Don't waste. Power driven cylindrical press.
Oh, maps. Beauty map.
Oh, man.
It was invented by Richard M. Coe. Power driven cylindrical presses. What was that? This power driven cylindrical press. I will ask the question afterwards. It was able to print 8,000 sheets at a time. Understood? What was the importance of power driven cylindrical presses? Able to print 8,000 sheets. Okay, that is at a time means year per hour. Will you find it?
What is that third word? Power driven.
Cylindrical press. Who invented? Richard M. Coe. See, next change was that offset press. This is first change. Second change is offset press. What was the importance of this offset press? It could print up to 6 colors at a time. colors at a understood? Second one is offset press. We know that in newspapers and all. So for that purpose, these all changes are very useful. Fast, that many prints are required. So then colors are also. So all this purpose, new innovations are made. So offset press could make 6 colors at a time. Third development was that there was a change in feeding the paper. You just write this point. Change in feeding the paper. Feeding the paper.
Feeding the paper.
Paper machine.
You just write, then afterwards you talk.
But Mama, I'm not able to see with the smart. They change it. Can you change the mark with the So, that's what I will do. You know, change the pen. The ink is running low. I'm unable to see it.
बेलापुर पे मैं बेलापुर में ही इधर इस एरिया में है ना नहीं इसे ये मैं ज्यादातर क्लोजेस में बेलापुर में आता है ये नहीं है बेलापुर
What you are asking about Belapur?
वो इस सेम which is in Nehru
15. Where do you see that?
see
Then
please close your book
Give it
photo electric control.
अभी करो चुप रहो भाई it is reels
Reel. Automatic paper reel. Then
I do not know. I don't know.
it for 10. These all changes were introduced. One after another, new changes were introduced to speed up the work. At the same time, have you seen that photostat machine? See, now you are seeing printers, printing. That is, how many copies are required according to that. Xerox machines. So earlier there was photostat machine. Photostat machine means that all this typed material have to be stuck, and then the reel have to be rotated, and the ink have to be applied. Means there is a particular black color ink. So then it has to be rotated manually. So it did take a long time to get the print, and it was a very tedious work. The person get tired of making copies. Okay, and if it gets stuck up, then so much delays will come and paper get jammed. So all these problems had to be sorted out. So new innovations were introduced simultaneously. Understood? So the printing work improved, and faster prints and more copies and with more changes, these all things have come. Got it? Now next part we have to see India and the world of print. How print came to India.
What is feeding of paper?
Feeding of paper means how that paper have to be inserted. See, one small example that is in our that UT branch. There is a big machine. So that is how many bundles of paper are getting stocked. Means it is not just 100 and all. So many and big size papers are also there. So how that papers have to be feed into that? Because when the newspaper have to be fed, that is a bigger size paper. So the mechanical change that how to feed that paper or put that paper inside, so that the print will come on that paper. Okay, got it? Now let us come to India and the world of print. First you write what were the
It's a question.
question you write. What were the problems? What were the problems
What were the problems?
faced by manuscripts? Faced by manuscripts in India. First point, India had a rich tradition of handwritten manuscripts written in Sanskrit, Arabic, Persian, and few vernacular languages. Next point, most of the manuscripts were copied on palm leaves and handmade paper.
Palm leaves.
And handmade paper. Pages were beautifully illustrated. Continue. Pages were beautifully illustrated.
This is a problem.
Problem is coming. That is, when it is there, then only problem is coming. No, first we have to tell about this all. Pages were beautifully illustrated. Next point. Manuscripts were highly expensive and fragile.
Leaves.
Next point, they had to be handled carefully.
Next one.
They had to be handled carefully as they could not be easily. Read easily as the script were written. As the script were written in different styles. So, continue. So, manuscripts were not widely used. Were not widely used. These all problems already we have discussed. There is no point of discussing further. Now, how this print came? Because of this problem, there was a need for printed. Yes, boys, please. You used to write so many papers in a day. That is 6-7 papers in a day. But no paper you are giving properly.
Yes, ma'am, I gave for reference.
Yes, yes.
So the answers I will get.
Ma'am, I wanted the answer.
See.
That's why we-
But why you are giving that is this way? Why for whose satisfaction?
No, ma'am, it is like because the next day we had exams, so we'll have to go home, study, and then again. So it would have taken more time. So revision time would have gone. So
If this way you are preparing for your school exams and board exams, what way you will perform? That is my question.
I would say
That is not satisfiable mark. 80 men say what is satisfiable mark above 75. You can score. That is why you have to pay attention. You have to do 75 above out of 80. Clear or not, you can score. Don't take it lightly. Full time if you are doing a stay, what you will study? Not only in my subject.
Every subject.
I have seen, that is Hindi paper also I have seen what you nonsense you people have written and what other subjects you have written. Same place only. Hindi mein acha. Then dekha. What? Next to me, the Hindi is a
But you should focus on your.
No. साल पढ़ा के बच्चे के बारे में डिस्कशन होते ही रहते हैं. You are very active students, no?
No, active.
Famous. Famous or infamous?
Famous.
Sarfara Match Duty 2024.
All kinds of categories.
Okay. So you have to change this. Okay. You have to change this. Brand name. Your brand name. That is what is the present brand name to be changed. You can make it in a different way. You have to tell, madam, we will show you in the board exam. Before that, mock test. Mock test next month. December, right? Mock test. December. Okay, no, for 10th. No, November. 10th grade. November. Okay. Yes. At least this time you should be very serious and start your studies. Started, that is what the talking. Yes. This part is clear now. Manuscripts were having so many problems. There was a need for introducing the print. Okay. And how print came to India? It was brought by. Print was brought to India by. It was brought to India by Portuguese. Oh, why? Come. India.
With your fact, I'm saying you have
No,
India.
India में तो देखिए किताब का पढ़ते हैं और टेक्स्ट पूरा देखिए Print was brought to India by Portuguese. Was brought to India by Portuguese. Then Jesuit priest. Jesuit. It's another point. Continue. Jesuit priest. Priest. Learned Konkani. Learned Jesuit priest. Learned Konkani. Konkani was the language of Congo. Konkani and printed tract means small pieces of that one article. They used to they came to India to spread the Christianity. So for that purpose, first they learned the Konkani, and in that Konkani language they published the tract. TRACTS. Okay. Konkani is vowel language. No, script is there. Then how the track can be Well, we have to get the I don't want to go. I have only 15 minutes. In 1674, 50 books had been 50 books were printed in Konkani and ठंडी लग गई Kannada language. Kannada language. Next, Catholic priest. Catholic priest.
Tamil books.
Printed first Catholic priest. You just come here so that Catholic priest printed first Tamil book.
17, no, 15 itself.
No, 17. No, 15.
First Tamil book in 1579 at Cochin. Present day it is known as Kochi. That earlier, that is when it was ruled by different groups. It was Cochin rulers, Malabar rulers, Travancore rulers, like that. So Cochin and 1713, 1713, 1713. No, continue. 1713.
Ma'am, 7113.
1713. First Malayalam book. First Malayalam book. Was printed by them. Was printed by them.
Catholic priest only first translated the Tamil books, then Malayalam books. So that is what we have said. See, in 1710, 1710,
Next point.
Dutch Protestant missionaries. Dutch Protestant missionaries. Missionaries had printed 32 Tamil texts.
32.
Tamil texts.
Text, not text.
Text.
So this much was that foreign people. Next one is that 1780. 1780. James Augustus Hickey.
James versus Hickey.
Hickey
But
edited Bengal Gazette.
Sorry.
Bengal Gazette. That was a weekly magazine.
Magazine.
Weekly magazine. Weekly magazine that described itself.
Bengal's Gazette that described itself.
Weekly magazine. Bengal Gazette, a weekly magazine that described itself.
The one that published officers.
Itself as a commercial paper. Commercial paper. As open to all, but influenced by none. Open to all, but influenced by none. See, this magazine's name, why we have discussed, that is the result. So, he was an English person. Now, through his magazine, he started publishing gossips. He started criticizing the British officers. So, because of that, his magazine was banned. Understood? That is why this name we have discussed here. Okay, completed? So, when he was publishing that magazine, he told that it is a commercial magazine, but influenced by none. That is, it is not meant for any particular group. But what he did, he wanted to use this magazine for criticizing the wrongdoings of the English East India Company officers. For that purpose, his magazine was banned. Clear? James Augustus Hickey. Next one is that the first Indian newspaper magazine. Next one. The first Indian weekly magazine. First Indian weekly magazine was started by Gangadhar Bhattacharya. Gangadhar Bhattacharya. Bhattacharya.
भट्टा ना
Bhattacharya.
क्योंकि तो नया नाम आया कि मार्केट
Who was a close associate of.
तो हिस्ट्री के
He was a close associate of Rajaram Mohan Roy. What was the name of that magazine? Bengal Gazette. So first one is English magazine by English person. It was started by James Augustus Hickey, but he was not allowed to continue or publish because he used to criticize the British officials. But the same name later on, an Indian started that weekly. That person was Gangadhar Bhattacharya, who was a close associate of Rajaram Mohan Roy. Got it? Now, next heading, religious. You just write the heading, religious reforms and public debates. Question.
Another question.
How press helped in
Press.
helped in reforming the Indian society. First point, press was very helpful in creating awareness and spreading the changes happening in
yes
spreading awareness and the changes happening in other parts of the world. It also helped in
The same time.
same way making new interpretation new interpretations of the beliefs of different religions. Next point. Some criticized existing practices and campaigned for reform. And others countered the arguments. Countered the arguments. Next point. These debates were made public and through tracts tracts, and newspapers began to spread the ideas and shape the nature of the debates. Shaped the nature of the debates. Next point. Many social evils, evils that prevailed in Indian society, were eradicated due to the reform movements. Eradicated due to the reform movements. Okay, you have heard in your previous classes about Arya Samaj, Brahma Samaj, eradication of Sati. Okay, all those happened due to this activity. Print when it was introduced. See the page 155. You take and you just mark this newspaper's names. Have you taken 155?
Yes, ma'am.
This Rajaram Mohan Roy published Sambat Kaumudi from 1821. Okay. And the Hindu Orthodoxy commissioned Samachar Chandrika. These all are coming for 1 mark question, that is MCQs or match the columns or identify it. Okay, that is why I am not leaving any part. I don't want, you may be feeling that so much madam is making us to write it. So I am trying to shorten it and make you to do everything. Which are the newspapers? Sambat Kaumudi and then Hindus published Samachar Chandrika. Another 2 Persian newspapers, Jami Jahannama and Shamsul Akbar. Have you marked that one? And the Gujarati newspaper Bombay Samachar. All these names you have to mark. Clear?
Now,